In today's episode, we're going to be showing how we're netting in the forward V-berth for our toddler Charlie. So we've been living on board for about 2 weeks now, and Charlie's been living in her porta-cot. So as you can see, the porta-cot takes up quite a bit of room. It actually takes up this whole entire space, and it blocks this door here. And this is our only shower on board, so whenever we want to take a shower, we have to take Charlie's entire bed down, put it to the side, take our showers, and then reset everything back up. So it's not the most ideal. We've been looking at ways to net in the forward berth so that she's safe and sound in there and doesn't roll out. And we've finally gotten everything together and are ready to do that. So we'll show you how we net in the forward bunk for Charlie. A couple of reasons why we want to net in the bunk. Number one, so when we're on a lean, she doesn't roll out of bed, so we don't want her falling out of bed and hurting herself. And the other reason is if we need to do something up on deck with the two of us, we've got a safe and secure place to put Charlie. And we know that she's not going to get hurt, not going to roll around, so that's why we're netting in the forward berth. When we first inspected Endless Summer, we thought that this berth right here would be perfect for Charlie. So we thought it would be perfect, easy to net in, safe and secure. However, once moving on board, we realized that there's not much natural light happening. It's quite dark in here without this light on. So if she were to go down for a nap during the middle of the day, she's quite dark inside. Also, if we were to go to the tropics, she would be quite hot due to the ventilation. The other thing why we decided not to make this bed Charlie's bed is because after we moved on board, we found there's extra storage in the back. So when we inspected, this spinnaker was living on this bed, and we didn't inspect behind the spinnaker, but after we did move on board and did a bit more looking around, there's quite large storage behind here. So, come take a look. So there's 3 storages behind here. They're quite large. So, I can actually stick both of my hands in here, and they go up to my elbows. So they're very large. All 3 of them are exactly the same size. And those are the 3 of them there. One of the reasons we decided not to put Charlie in this bunk is because we'd lose the storage. And the other thing is that these are quite easily to open. So we'd lose the storage. We wouldn't want to put anything in there that she could potentially get into. And we actually found that the forward V-berth would be perfect for her. Welcome to the forward V-berth. This is where we have decided to put Charlie and put the netting up for her. So 2 of the reasons why we overlooked this bunk at first for putting Charlie in and thought we would put her in that middle bunk is because of these 2 items here. There was a fan. I'll show you guys on this side first of where they were. So there was a fan here, and there was a light here. So at first we didn't want to start messing with electrics. We wanted to keep it as simple as possible. But this bunk actually makes the most sense for putting Charlie in. So we have gone ahead and taken down the fan and taken down the light. So they're mirrored exactly on the opposite bunk here. So we've got the fan and we've got this really cool light. So this light is actually a glass shade. So we just wanted to take that down so Charlie doesn't hurt herself if it accidentally breaks. We will be installing the other fan. It's quite a long cord. There's a long cord attached to it. So we'll be rerouting it along the side and probably putting it up here eventually, so that when we're in the tropics, Charlie has 2 fans on her. One of the other really good features about this room is that there is a hatch right here. This hatch has a couple cool features. It has 4 hinges on it, so you can open it forward facing. So when we're in the tropics, we can catch the wind and get a nice breeze through. When we're in less desirable places, we can actually open it reverse. So still get airflow through, but not a whole breeze through, just for less desirable places. And the other really good feature about this hatch is that it's an emergency escape hatch. So if we're ever in an emergency, we just pull this pin here, it releases and you can get out in an emergency. So that's one of the things that we really like about this room for Charlie, is that she also has an emergency way out of here. So this is our final design. So we're really happy with the outcome. It's both safe and sturdy. And for this final product, we ended up using Lifeline netting, a galvanized steel pole, 3mm VB cord, and 2 rod holders. So we originally had quite a few different ideas of how to net in this bunk. One was a lee cloth. We were going to use a lee cloth for this. However, a lee cloth is a thick material and wouldn't breathe very well. So we really like the idea of the Lifeline netting because it's breathable. We also looked at using a wooden pole up here. We were originally going to use a wooden pole, and we were going to use 2 clips for extra support, about here and here. So we bought the webbing that was going to hang down from about here and wrap around the pole, and we also bought the clips as well. So we got these from the local hardware store, the Bunnings, and we were going to make 2 extra support clips there and there. So that was when we were going to use a wooden pole When we were shopping around though, we came across this galvanized steel pole in the camping section, and this is really strong, really sturdy. And we also like that it's extendable as well, because behind here is not all the same level all the way to the back. So it's extended to get in here. And if we ever need to take this pole out, we can just undo this screw here, slide it together, and we can get the whole pole out. So that is really good. We originally started putting the Lifeline netting onto the pole before mounting the pole onto the wall. That didn't work, so we got about halfway and then realized that we were either bunching the Lifeline netting up together in a few places or it's being stretched. It wasn't really working and wasn't going to reach the whole thing, so we took it all off. We mounted the pole first onto the wall, and then we brought the Lifeline netting up to it, and we used the 3mm VB cord to attach to the pole and did half hitches all along the way. So that's how that's attached to there. And with the rod holders, there's one on either side. We got them from the boat. They were in a whole bunch of accessories, extra parts that were on board, so we found 2 of them, so that was really good. The one on this side is fully intact. The one on that side, we cut off the top of it, so it looks like a U now. So the netting is screwed into the bottom, all along into the wood. So that's what secures it down there. The rod is attached by these rod holders. And this one over here, we took out the top half so that the rod can slide in and out. One of the things that I really like about this is that it doesn't inhibit us getting to the storage underneath the bed, and it also doesn't inhibit us from changing the sheets or getting to the storage in the back there. 2 of the things that we ran into when doing this project were the light and the fan. So there was 2 electrics on this side of the bed. We wanted to take those out because the light had a glass lampshade. We didn't want that to break and for Charlie to hurt herself. So we ended up taking that light fully down. It's now in storage, and we pushed the wires back, wrapped them up, pushed them back, and now there's a wooden plate over the hole so she can't get to any of the wires. And the fan we have moved to this side, so to the opposite side of the V-berth. So there's a fan right above my head here, and it's a fan right over here. So she's got 2 fans on her, which will be really nice when we're in the tropics. So we wanted to make this video because when we were looking at ideas to net in this bunk, we only found a few online. We tried looking at families that live on board and what they do, and found a few that showed how they netted in their bunk, but not too many resources out there for this. So we decided to video it so we can help other people if they want any ideas of how to net in for their kids. And the reasons why we wanted to net in this bunk for Charlie, because she is a toddler and rolls around. We didn't want her falling out of bed and hurting herself. And also, we need a safe place to put her if we ever need to do something on deck with the 2 of us, and need to know that she's downstairs inside and safe and not rolling around or anything. So want to make sure that when we're on a lean or the boat is rocking back and forth, she's not wobbling with it. So this is the perfect safe place to put her. So thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any tips on how you have knitted in your bunk before, or any tips of having a child on board, please let us know in the comments. and we really appreciate you guys watching our videos.